What's up guys, welcome back to another video and thank you for being here. We're gonna start a new series on my channel where at the end of every week we're gonna go ahead and predict, forecast, and give you the weekly objectives that you should be looking for on the NASDAQ and S&P 500. So without further ado, before we get started, don't forget to drop a like on this video and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to support me, and let's get started. We're gonna go ahead and go all the way up to the monthly chart, and we're gonna do a quick top-down analysis, and at the end of every week we're gonna review our predictions and see what was right, what was wrong, and adjust from there. So starting off on the monthly chart on the NASDAQ, I see that we are in a bullish trend on the NASDAQ, and I believe on the S&P as well, because both of them move in a similar direction. And quickly here, the first thing I see that we have made an SMT right here between NASDAQ and ES. That's why we started to going down and dumping on the NASDAQ. That's one of the first things that we have noticed. I know we're in a bullish trend right here. We usually move in a higher highs and higher lows on a bullish trend. So for example, when we had that bullish trend, we had this low and this high, and we came down to retest from the 50% discount of the range or the equilibrium, and then react from the bullish fair value gap that within that 0.5 retracement, and then we shot up. The same exact thing we're gonna do in this area right here, because we kind of slowed down and the market slowed down here, and it looks like it's ready to reverse. And on the monthly chart here, guys, we're basically predicting one freaking candle. So I honestly I am expecting like 2 or 3 candles to be bearish, just like what we had here. So drawing the fib, or the fib right here, the equilibrium fib, from this low to this high, from this swing low to this swing high, I am predicting that we come back down to this area, to the 0.5 area. And once we get to the 0.5 area, we'll see if we want to continue bullish or disrespect that and do a kind of a bearish market or start a bearish run. We don't know that, but what we do know right now, that the market is slowed down. We have an SMT between ES and NASDAQ. So we're ready right now to go down to the 0.5. And I think the place where we're going to react from is this bullish order block. I do see that we kind of came down after that SMT, or I think this wick was created before we went up. So we kind of already respected the bullish trend. The monthly candle opened bearish, and then we went to respect the bullish fair value gap, react from it, and that's when we created the SMT. So I feel like the bullish trend already over, and we're ready to see a couple of bearish candles. Although I was hoping to get an all-time high on the NASDAQ, but unfortunately S&P got it first, so I don't think NASDAQ will get the all-time high. I think the NASDAQ is ready to print a couple of bearish candles here on the monthly chart, which is very, very important. And we can go lower to time frames and dissect a little bit more to see if we're right or wrong, and where can we predict the price to go to. So as we said, from this swing low to this swing high, I'm expecting the price to come back down to the 0.5 area. And that order block that we drew on the monthly is apparently kind of an inversion fair value gap. So, or a PPR, you can call it whatever you want. But I see that the price is struggling to come back up here and continue delivering to the upside. So I think we should go down and have a couple bearish candles to print on the chart. So let's see what the weekly look like on the S&P. S&P already made an SMT right here, and here's the first bearish candle. That bearish candle opened as a bullish candle, and then it went all the way down here, and then retracted all the way up there. But I still do believe that we should go back down to the 0.5 retracement at least. Going back to the S&P, let's go back to the daily. So the daily looks a bit ugly. That's my prediction. We should go to the 0.5, but that doesn't mean that we're gonna go to the 0.5 directly or right away once we open on Monday or within that week. I don't know how long it will take the market to go to the 0.5 because on the daily here, those are, every candle is 1 day. So I think it's gonna take it a couple days to, or a couple weeks maybe, to get to the 0.5, but it is really important to understand the bigger time frame picture, where we're hitting, where should we hitting, because once you understand that, if every day you're gonna go to the market and just look for the short setup, I don't think you're gonna lose, unless you're catching the short setup at a bad trending price action of a bullish trend and you try to force a short trade. You're gonna lose, of course, every single time. But it is really important to understand the drawn liquidity and the objectives of the higher time frame. So switching back to S&P here, gonna switch back and forth to see if we have anything that is major. So I do see here with this low and this low, there's an SMT between that low and that low. So if we switch back, that's the exact same low. We did have a bullish SMT. That's why the S&P went all the way up here and made a bearish SMT. So they got the high and now we're starting to break down. So my objective for the week, I'll give you a couple of objectives and a couple of drawn liquidities that I am pretty sure, or from my personal opinion, I think I see where the market is hitting. The first objectives on the NASDAQ. So this is the first drawn liquidity that the market has to get. And the second drawn liquidity would be this one. But then eventually we should be hitting for this one, for this sell side liquidity, and then eventually we should be getting to this sell side liquidity as well, approaching the 0.5 retracement. And once we get there, we're gonna see more price action and more information that the price will present to us, and we'll go from there. But these are the three objectives that I'm looking to for the price to hit, and not necessarily to hit it in the first day or second day or even that whole next week that we haven't started yet. The purpose of this video is to make you aware or have a second opinion what I think where we should be hitting and what are the objectives for that week. If you disagree with me, if you see the market in a different way, you can let me know down in the comments below and we can talk about it. But this is what I see, and also look at this at the 0.5 retracement of on the S&P 500. It's meeting you with a beautiful void right here, and that void has not been filled yet. So I think it's time to fill that void, at least not to fill it, but at least to get to it. And if it wants to be bullish, it can react from it or whatever. We'll see when we get there. We're gonna have more information, but this is what I see right now, and I just wanted to start this series of forecasting, or the lookout, or weekly objectives lookout, and what I see. If you have a different opinion, you feel free to share it in the comments down below, and I'll make sure to respond to you if I agree or disagree with you. But yeah, guys, that's all about it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already yet, and expect more content from me soon. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.